This day in time. What happened today, years ago?
This takes us to 1976, specifically the hijacking of Air France Flight 139. It was seized shortly after takeoff from Athens, ultimately diverted to Entebbe Airport in Uganda, spanning June 27th and 28th.
Who were the hijackers?
A mix. Primarily members of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, the PFLP, but also two German members from a far-left group called Revolutionary Cells, or RZ.
And crucially, they weren't acting totally alone, were they?
No, and that's key. They had support on the ground from the Ugandan dictator, Idi Amin. He essentially provided them sanctuary and assistance. This added that element of state-sponsored terrorism, making the situation incredibly complex and dangerous.
And then came that detail that just sent chills down everyone's spine.
The separation, yes. The hijackers deliberately separated the Israeli and Jewish passengers from the others, releasing many of the non-Jewish hostages over the next couple of days.
An act that, for obvious reasons, brought back terrible, haunting memories of the Holocaust.
Instantly. And that specific act, more than anything perhaps, it really fueled an intense debate back in Israel. What do? Negotiate with terrorists holding your citizens under the protection of a hostile dictator? Or attempt something else?
Military rescue seemed almost impossible.
It seemed incredibly risky, bordering on suicidal, some thought. But ultimately, after days of agonizing debate, Israel chose the military option. A daring, almost unbelievable rescue operation, rather than get drawn into protracted negotiations they felt would only encourage more terrorism.
Operation Thunderbolt. The story is just. It still sounds like fiction. Israeli commandos flying something like 4,000 kilometers.
Over 2,500 miles, yeah. Deep into hostile territory, mostly under the cover of darkness.
It's just mind-boggling. They land C-130 Hercules planes. They storm the terminal. How long did the actual rescue take?
The ground operation itself, just 90 minutes. Astonishingly fast, they managed to rescue 102 hostages.
Incredible. But not without cost.
No. Tragically, the ground commander, Yonatan Netanyahu.
Benjamin Netanyahu's brother.
That's right, he was the only Israeli commando killed in the raid. 3 hostages were also killed during the crossfire. But they killed all 7 hijackers present and also destroyed, I think it was 11 Ugandan MiG fighter jets on the ground to prevent pursuit.
Wow. So how did the world react? Must have been divisive.
Oh, absolutely. Predictably mixed. Western nations, by and large, praised the operation, called it decisive, courageous, and necessary blow against international terrorism.
Right.
But the socialist bloc, many non-aligned nations, they condemned it, often framed it as a violation of Uganda's national sovereignty, despite Amin's clear complicity.
So, Entebbe really set a precedent, didn't it? It changed the playbook for dealing with this kind of threat. What's the biggest takeaway for you on its long-term impact on global security?
Its legacy is just profound. You can't really overstate it. Entebbe essentially